First, welcome guys, welcome to today's video. So guys, in today's video I'm going to the Poland. Hello. So in today's video it says 7 things that shock me in Poland. I would like to know the 7 things that shocked him. So if you're new to the channel, just welcome to my channel, welcome to today's video. If you've not subscribed to the channel, can you subscribe, like, share, and comment as well. Thank you to my OGs for always supporting the channel. I really do appreciate. So loves, I have a playlist about everything Poland. If you are interested to know more from their history, the beautiful scenario about the country, I have all other comedies about Poland, movies about Poland. If you're interested, I have a playlist. You can go check it out. Okay, so let's head over to this particular video. I know you're gonna enjoy it.
Hello, today guys, I'm going to be sharing the 7 shocking things about Poland when I first went over to Poland. So these are kind of some of the things that really surprised me when I first went over to Poland, and I figured I might as well share this list with you because it's kind of special to me, and I'm sure some of you who are going to travel to Poland could also hear this list. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so number 1 on my list might sound obvious to a lot of people, but it's quality of food. Okay, so how do I say this? Most of the food there just seems to have this overall better quality of a taste. It seems like, for example, the vegetables were picked at the right time and grown properly, and it tastes like the meat has almost a better quality to it. So I think European countries have this higher standard to cooking and harvesting foods, and I really think that equates to overall a better meal. And also a bit of a side note, McDonald's in Poland is much better than in the States. I don't know how to really describe it because it's hard for me to tell you the taste, but it's just overall better. It really tastes more real. In the States, it just looks so plain and bland, and it also tastes that way too, but in Poland it tastes much better. Like the burgers, the Big Macs, all of that, it's just, I don't know, it's just much better. But I have talked to a couple Polish people who also work at McDonald's, and they say the same thing that we have a problem with here, which is that no one cleans the ice cream machine. So I think like the ice cream machines just never get cleaned worldwide.
What he said is so amazing. Okay, like, why don't they clean the ice cream machine? Why? Anyway, so let's head back, guys.
I think that's just like a common thing now. But yeah, the food is just much better overall. Alright, number 2 on this list is hearing and seeing the language. Now, I'm completely not used to Slavic languages. Now, you can ask most Americans, they're used to more of the Romantic languages, mainly Spanish. And yeah, I mean, seeing and hearing Polish was almost mind-boggling to me. But I really enjoy the sound of Polish. I really like the Polish language a lot. But yeah, I don't know. I guess it's just me personally, but I really like to see and hear the language. I really think it sounds really cool. And I've told people this before, but it kind of sounds like this Italian/Portuguese mixed with a Slavic language. That's what it kind of sounds like to me. Uczyłam po polsku I kocham ci po polsku. And a side note on this one, I think it's like the second most hardest language for an English-speaking person to learn, I'm pretty sure. And the amount of consonant clusters to see in the language is just crazy. I mean, it's really hard for English people to pronounce the words and really kind of get into the zone with the language. But it is possible, and there's tons of people who have learned Polish and can speak it fluently. So just remember, it's always possible to still learn. I'm in the never-ending process of it myself. Alright, so number 3 on this list is that Poland is such a safe country, and this really shocked me. Like, you can go out at night and feel completely comfortable if you're a guy or a girl. I mean, you could just go out at night and you are not going to get bothered by anyone. No one's going to pester you. The only thing with that, I would say, is that sometimes there are some random drunk people, and with that, you know, if they're intoxicated on a substance, you don't know what they're gonna do. I've had a few run-ins with some drunk people in Poland. For instance, here's a small story. I was in an ice cream store getting ice cream, and this drunk guy comes in and he's basically like throwing slurs at people, going up to their tables and talking to them, and he didn't throw punches or anything like that, but he did get kicked out. But that's really the only crazy thing I've seen in Poland, is like a drunk person going crazy. I've never seen them, you know, hitting people or throwing things at all, but I mean, you just never know with drunk people in the first place. But besides that, Poland is such a safe country, and I've never had to worry about anything ever. And even at some of the bus stops and bus stations that look a little bit sketchy, I've never had an issue, ever. So don't be an American or Westerner and think that there's going to be some evil Polish guy named Janusz sitting at the corner or, you know, at the bazaar, the markets, saying, you know, jakiś problem, you know, what's the problem or something like that. You know, it's just not going to happen there. So just don't worry. It's a safe country. Go to it. Okay, so this may sound weird to some people, but the old towns in Poland, Stare Miasto, honestly to me seem like an amusement park. It looks like Disney World or something like that. It looks like this beautiful preservation of history, and it really feels like you're going back in time to the old town. And most cities have old towns. Some of them are kind of the same as others, but some of them just have these extremely unique features. In Gdańsk, you can see these incredible Gothic architectures of the buildings and the churches, and these long narrow side streets with these just beautiful views and colors on the walls. I mean, it's just absolutely beautiful, and it's something you really have to see in any Polish town that you go to. Okay, so number 5.
Did you see those towns? Like, yo, the building, like, it's just so perfect. As I said, it's as if you're in Disneyland world, as if you're in a fairy tale, because they still preserve their history, okay? They still let their history to live longer. This is so amazing. And he said something about it being a safe place. I've seen a couple of videos saying that Poland is really, really safe. Like, you can go out at night and nobody will bother you. That's so awesome. Because I feel over there, everybody, they mind their business, okay? You just mind your business, which is so good. Wow, I am literally loving this, okay? I love this.
5 on this list is that Polish people are really wholesome and honest. Number 1, to me, they seem like they like Americans a lot. So, you know, you're not going to go there and expect them to honestly just dislike you because of the politics of your country or whatnot. Like, you're not going to have that problem. They're typically going to like Americans overall. So I wanted to say that, but there's also this thing with Polish people where you really know if they're happy or not. Like, Polish people don't put on this facade or, you know, this fake mask like Americans tend to do where, you know, it's like, oh, how are you doing? Oh, I'm doing great. You know, everything's joyful and stuff. It's not like that in Poland. People are just straight up and to the point. If they're having a bad day, they're going to tell you that. And if they're having a good day, they're going to tell you that. And if they're happy to meet you, they're going to show you that. So just bear that in mind. And a side note with this one is that Polish people aren't like a southern town in the States. They're not going to, you know, go up to you, oh, hey, how are you doing? You know, hold the door open and, you know, they don't have that southern charm, but they do have the southern hospitality. And they're, you know, like I said, they're not going to go up to you or like, you know, say hi, how are you doing as you walk by them down the street like you can see in America. But they're still extremely nice people once they open up. All right, so number 6 on this list is the clean transportation, okay? I was actually really shocked by this because I went into Warsaw and we go into like the tunnel and the metro, I guess it's called, and we were taking the train from like an area of Warsaw to another area of Warsaw.
Wow.
And it was so clean and quiet. It was insane. I was thinking, wow, like this must be brand new. And you know, coming from like the New York City metro, I mean, that place looks like a dump compared to the metro in Poland. I mean, it's just absolutely clean. And also people are just really courteous and respectful of each other. And I don't know, it was awesome. It was a really cool experience. Okay, so leading on to the last point there with transportation is that the accessibility of public transportation in Poland is honestly something that really shocked me. Okay, so as most people are aware, the public transportation in the US really sucks. Now, some towns and some cities, it's actually okay and it's pretty good. But overall and in general, it's pretty bad. Okay, so now the public transportation in Poland will take you anywhere. Like you can go from any little small town typically to anywhere in Poland pretty easily by bus, by train, I mean, whatever you want. Like there's so many different options and it's really easy to, for example, if you're getting onto a city bus, you can change the language to English if you want, or even I think Russian as well. And I mean, it's just really easy to access and kind of get through where you're going. And leading on with that, most people also speak a little bit of English, so if you're having trouble, you can always ask. But yeah, all the videos you watched before, we got to all of the towns we did through public transportation. We took buses, we took trains, and we got everywhere we ever wanted to. We never really had any issues at all. And it's also pretty affordable too. Now, not just with public transportation in Poland, but also if you wanted to fly from Poland to go to any other European country, it's super easy, it's super cheap, and there's also lots of airports. There's not just Warsaw, Chopin Airport, there's like so many different other airports. I know Katowice, Gdańsk, Krakow, Łódź, like so many other ones, Lublin even. So you really shouldn't have any trouble taking a cheap flight to really any other European country. Alright guys, that was the 7 things that shocked me when I first went over to Poland. So if you feel like you have anything else you wanted to add to this list, then just comment down below. And as always, stay tuned for the next one. Dziękuję i do widzenia.
That was amazing. I literally enjoyed the way he explained his experience in Poland, and it got my eyes more and more open and wider to what to experience and what to expect when I get to Poland. This is so beautiful. And the way he said something about the transportation being cheap, I have seen a couple of videos saying about that too. And the way it's clean, I have seen a couple of videos saying about how clean the Polish transportation, their flights, their hospitality, everything is. Like, yo, this is amazing. If you know more, you can drop it in the comment section. Okay, your own thought about this kind of video, let me know in the comment section. I really literally enjoyed this. Okay, and I'll see you all in my next video. Do widzenia. Papa guys.